on Championship Sunday. I'm here with my beautiful co-host. I didn't even introduce myself. My bad. My name is Michael DeLu, and you're tuned into the Jump Off. I'm here with my beautiful co-host Raj, my co-host Big, and we're at Jump Off Los Angeles. Before we get into any of the politics and our special guests, I want to ask that everybody watching this video like and subscribe, help us run it up, and we get into my special guests. We got Don in the building.
Hey.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
How you doing today?
Doing good. How are you?
I'm pretty good. And you brought your friend with you today.
I'm my boy.
Yes.
You know, you gotta bring people that came up with.
That's what's up. That's what's up. I love to hear that. Never forget about the people who rock with you and supported you when you first started.
Talk. Ground
Exactly.
up, you know?
Exactly.
Definitely. How long have y'all known each other?
High school.
That's cool.
Yeah. Some bonds in high school are unbreakable, for sure.
You know? Stick through it.
For sure.
So,
That's dope. So tell us about your upbringing and how you got into YouTube.
like my upbringing from the start. Or just
Just from the start.
Well, I'm Nigerian actually. So
Okay.
y'all know how that go. Like, they're very adamant about certain values, certain things. And I always respect that because I feel like that's what like really, disciplined me to like want to work hard and strive towards, greatness. And that kind of related to YouTube because I always felt like, especially after high school, I wanted to like really just prove something to, people. Like, I feel like I had something going for me and I decided to prove it, propel it. So that translated to YouTube and then boom, boom, here we are.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's dope.
Yeah.
So where did your ideas like become inspired? Like because you felt like you had this in you from I'm guessing a younger age. Like why did you use YouTube as your platform to tell? Yeah.
Well, what I always say, we live in this like day and age where like there's so much possible that wasn't possible before, right? Like social media, technology, like there's just so much things you could do from it, So like here you have this platform, YouTube itself, which is like, let's be real, like it's a new TV these days. You can like literally
where you get your news and
anything.
sports, health, politics,
Yes.
everything, entertainment. Literally, there's something even for kids. Like
Yes.
it's for everyone,
Yes.
So like I looked at it like not just cause like I had a niche, I could like go ahead and do on it, but like it'll be a good stepping stone to like get into other ventures, in the long run because I actually have other ventures in mind,
Okay.
Yeah. So what? Yeah. Can you talk about those?
I always wanted to like actually get into fashion, like.
We see
Yeah.
it.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, okay. That's
For sure.
So
obvious.
go
Yeah,
ahead
that's
and turn
obvious.
the earrings, the jacket, the dot.
Yes, sir. Show it off.
Right, but yeah, I from the jump, like I always just wanted to like get into like modeling, where like fashion shows type of deal. But like I always feel like it's kind of hard to get into that, just without no foundation really. So what YouTube kind of granted for me, what I see it could do for people is grant that foundation, that following.
So you took the opportunity.
So like I love the platform itself, of course. Like I love what I do, but like there's more in the long run I'm trying to achieve. So like not just a fashion, but like I actually launched a second channel recently called The Life of Don, and that's because I want to like really just help people like with things they go through like mentally. There's a lot of social stigmas these days. Like we live in a time where like a lot of these things aren't talked about. I feel like that should be talked about. And I just feel like if I had a platform, I should be able to like try and reach out to other people with maybe words of wisdom I can carry or just vulnerability because that's something people don't talk about enough. But like in vulnerability, there's power.
Yes.
So not
there's
just
learning, there's growth.
learning,
yeah.
there's growth. So not just like the fashion, but like I just always want to be in a position where I could, being real, just talk to people.
Definitely.
Real talk, like TED Talk, or
Yeah.
So
what y'all doing, like it's talking, So.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So in you have a video on your Instagram called God in 2020 that you released on Instagram TV, and that's more so of like the inspiring people and like being kind of like aware of the energies and go ahead and speak on that and what was your kind of like your vision with that and how you want to inspire people with that.
So you mean like the video itself?
Yes, and the message that you're trying to give to the people, yeah.
So I always say, I always believe in like just a lot of things in life not being by chance. Like I believe a lot of these things aren't by happenstance. Like there's a
Happen
reason
for a reason.
Really, no, really, like for real talk. So like
I be saying the same thing.
As y'all know, we were actually supposed to do this interview a couple of Sundays ago, but as we all know, unfortunately, Kobe Bryant actually passed away tragically.
The same day, yeah.
But what's very, very weird about it, like I told the homie Chris, like you would think I'm making this up, but like the day before that, my dad actually talked to me he wants to talk to me like, you know, a heart-to-heart conversation. And if you're Nigerian, you know, like
That doesn't happen.
that doesn't happen.
Yeah.
Oh, God,
Like I've never seen my dad,
I'm
you
gonna
know.
get into that too.
Oh yeah,
like,
but my dad, like I've never seen him cry. Like type of deal, if he were to cry, I'd be like, "Yo, what are you doing?" Like,
Yeah.
you know, because they don't open up like that. It's just
That's
how
true.
you know our people are, which is unfortunate. But yeah, so this Saturday actually, the day before that, he talked to me and basically he expressed how he was kind of, you know, fearful for my own life. He wants me like to move a certain way, to like really be careful the way I move. And that was just very, very weird because I even told him, because we hang out that day, that Saturday. I was going to like initially not even hang out with them because we were going to go to like the show in LA. Like I just felt very weird because like at the core of it, I always like value what our parents have to say, you know, because they have some things that like they just have some type of wisdom we can't even explain really, you know. So it's like imagine the day after that Sunday, literally this dude who I share a name with, Mamba, the MambaAtlas, Kobe Bryant, tragically passes in a helicopter crash.
Definitely.
Like we know he travels like that, but it's like that's still
You just would
weird.
never
That's so
imagine that.
absurd,
It's
you
just,
know?
yeah.
Nobody
Literally.
expected that, bro.
Literally, this
No
dude bigger
one.
than life. He inspired this whole mentality, the Mamba mentality. To
Yeah.
you know how many kids in the
Inspired
world, like
People that never met him.
people, it's
affected.
become bigger than him. So that's why it's like that was just whoa. Like I personally, I don't feel like that was just like coincidence.
Is that why you were inspired to do the other channel to like kind of motivate other people?
Just like be for that video itself to be more aware of like what's going on around here. Like let's say for example, look at y'all. Like I was just talking to y'all before we started this. Like all the people you got around you, the studio itself. Like the fact that boys like me or other people I know, we all came from this area itself, and here we all are. Like a decade later, like kind of being intertwined in like these other creative endeavors. Like none of this was by chance. Your whole team wasn't by chance. This whole set wasn't by chance.
Yes.
2020. It's like I feel like it's time to really like look around and like recognize what's going on. Like 2020 is a time to really culminate a lot of things, and if you aren't really looking around, then you might miss those
to culminate,
things.
to join,
opportunities.
To build. It's a year of opportunities.
Exactly.
I feel like
So I wanna. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah.
No, I'm saying so. Look what y'all manifesting right now.
Yeah, we trying to get something going,
Look
man.
at you manifesting.
Yeah.
Okay, you got 400 plus subscribers. Let's come
God
on
willing.
now.
God willing,
Yeah.
Next up, next up.
Yeah, you doing YouTube too?
Fashion.
Fashion?
Fashion.
It's
So what got y'all so into fashion? Like what?
Yes.
It's just-
what was
it's
y'all
like-
Has it
inspired
always
by?
been that way, or
It's not even like it's not no trend. It's not no web.
It's just
like
how you
straight
feel
up. It's
comfortable.
a passion. Like I look at fashion like it's an art form.
yeah?
know?
So you can.
I look at fashion as like a mood and a feeling.
It
like
can describe like a person's outlook.
Yes.
Put together an outfit. Like,
yes,
it's fashion.
definitely.
It's fashion. So
What are some designers that you look up to or love to wear?
designers. I'm the type of person where I don't even like really like look to certain like
It's
designers.
just whatever
I
looks
look all
good.
around because like you can really look. You can go to the thrift store and get
For sure.
some drip.
For
You
sure.
can go to also a Rodeo Drive and get some drip. Obviously,
You
but
Yeah.
can.
I don't think you should like subject us like this.
You shouldn't. Yeah.
So
That's real.
I mean, money gets you more.
course.
You know,
Yeah.
more things that you want. More
But at
things
that thrift
are-
store, you for sure can find some
Thrift
stuff.
store,
Come
it's
up.
Yeah.
vintage.
You can come up.
Yeah.
For
Come
yeah.
up. You come up.
Exactly.
Which, in my YouTube videos, I always like call myself the drip Jesus, but like I feel like a lot of people won't even know. Like I would thrift a lot of the time,
Yeah.
because you can come up. You can literally get Supreme from the thrift, some Bape from the thrift.
For
Like
sure.
Is this jacket thrift or?
no, it's actually not. But
Okay.
that
No,
would have been crazy.
I like
saying-
it though.
No, that's
appreciate
hard.
it. But
Yeah.
yeah, it's just like fashion is like everywhere if you really like look.
It's creativity. It's how you express yourself. So yeah,
Who are some people that you look up to in fashion?
or that you want to
Yeah, or
collab
some
with,
artists,
the
you know,
designers that
anything.
you-
Artists,
Hey,
designers,
straight up,
anything.
Straight up, my boy ASAP Rocky.
Hard, huh?
I knew you was gonna say that.
You know?
He's
I knew you
hard
was gonna
though.
say
Hey,
that.
straight up, cause like
He started it kinda. There's
Pretty
no whole
boy,
new way.
okay.
pretty
Yeah.
boy wave, pretty boy wave,
Yeah.
Easy.
You know? Yeah, it's
He's
just
a
like,
pioneer for sure.
yeah, I remember in like high school, it was junior year when he dropped this album. It's called At Long Last ASAP, and that's when I first got into his music. But like, it wasn't even just the music; it was like the way he carried himself, the whole fashion, the way he moved, like
He has
he
a
inspired me.
swag. He
Yeah,
definitely
it's
has
just
a
some.
swag.
It's just the way he
Reach
moves, bro.
beyond, you know.
Yeah,
So.
he disappoints me in other areas, but the fashion is
What
one
other
that he
areas?
is.
No,
We don't want to get.
What other areas?
That's another topic. I know what you're talking about. You know?
What other
You
areas?
know what we talking about? Let him speak on it.
No, you can speak on it. Nah, make her speak on it. Say, ask her. Yeah, she gonna try.
You always
Yeah,
try to put me in a hard.
yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Ah, look. You see? Look. Hey, look. Come on.
But earlier you spoke on your niche. What do you think that is, and like how did that kind of get your viewers? Like, what do you think it was about you that people were just so attracted to you?
I think, because for example, when I started out doing YouTube, it was a strategy. Like I'm gonna admit, it was a strategy. I've always been a gamer. Like I like video games, but like video games, let's be real. Like if you study YouTube, it's a very, very popular demographic, like a field. Like gaming is always relevant.
Mm.
Yes.
So I got into that.
And you like Fortnite specifically?
And 2K, right?
That in 2K.
Yeah.
Way before it got
okay.
trashed, but yeah. I feel like it would. Yeah, you know.
I already know.
Yeah, you know.
I heard people been
2K20.
saying that.
Right,
Trash.
2K, but nah, it's like beyond the game itself. I just feel like I made it entertaining, you know, because like you play a game like Fortnite, whatever, and even if you didn't play a game, I feel like if you were to watch one of my videos, it's just entertaining.
Yeah.
I've had videos like, oh my god, my son is in the game, but it's like you don't even need to watch the game. Like it's just so I feel like I brought like some entertainment to it, man.
Definitely. Your own, because everybody, if you're unique enough, like people have never experienced you before. So they're like waiting for someone like you to join the platform, you know?
It's a blessing. I would say, like, I don't believe it was just me that got here. So it's a blessing, you know?
So shout out some of those people that have,
Straight
besides
up.
Chris, we know you a
gotta
ride or
shout out
die.
Chris.
Yeah, honestly, it's no secret. Like, any of my viewers that watch this, they know, like, a big person I came up with was this dude named P2 is his name. He right now has 3 million on YouTube. So shout out to you. You feel me? I know you're gonna see this. We came up in the same area. We're both Nigerian. Straight up, like we had this like type of almost like competition. Where it was like great though. Where like we kept attacking the platform. And this like you know that thing like whoever we have around is going to like make you the result.
Definitely.
Act, that way. So
It's all about your circle.
Definitely.
We don't really speak no one, but I'm always gonna appreciate where we came from. We're two Nigerian kids that just look where we are being in y'all interview. You know, like being here, like this type of thing I couldn't fathom. 2 years ago. So shout out to
That's
you.
We can neither.
And the fact that you started 2 years ago and you've already accomplished so much.
Yeah, man.
Like
blessing.
That's inspiring to us because we've only started 6 months ago. So like, definitely inspiring.
Real talk.
Yeah.
Like, this is my first interview, and I'm happy I'm doing here because y'all got some real energy. So we'll talk.
I appreciate that, bro.
Yeah, it's like love to see black people win.
You know it.
You know it.
You know it, huh?
Yeah, but shouts to again P2. Shouts to Chris. He know what go on behind closed doors. He's always been there, so I appreciate that. Shout out to my parents. I love y'all. We Nigerian, and y'all know y'all difficult, but I still love y'all. So yeah.
Let's get into
let's get into that for real. For us, that's not Nigerian. What is it like growing up in a Nigerian household?
Ever really?
Y'all both could speak on this because we don't know.
Do you guys think you understand our perspective as well, growing up as just
why? What do y'all mean when y'all say that?
Black, I would have.
What do y'all mean when y'all say that though?
Yes.
You know this. You know how it is. How is it? Like, let us know because it's a lot of people that watch are not Nigerian.
So
bro.
one, for any African kid who's watching this knows for a fact, like, if it's not being a doctor or a lawyer or a certain profession, your parents aren't really going to support that.
Where's that degree?
Like,
Yeah, they want that.
Like, I forgot who I was telling this to yesterday. The only reason why I went to college is to please my parents, bro. I didn't want to go. Like,
So
I didn't want to go. It's just like for example, I'm gonna throw my mom out for as an example. I love you. She went to college in Nigeria, and then when she got here, she started going to school all over again. So she went to a community college, and she transferred to Dominguez Hills, got her bachelor's there. Then she went to Northridge, got her master's. She graduated from her master's program same year I graduated college. I mean, not college, high school.
Yeah.
So at that point, she told me, like, I expect you to, at the very least, get a bachelor's degree. Wow. And then once I graduated high school, my parents were just like, you have no option but to go to college. you don't want to go to college, you can't live in our house.
Damn.
That's exactly what she said.
So education is very important.
Exactly, and I feel like it's just to a point where it's, and then like even outside of that, like I never really, my parents weren't in love with me wanting to play football or pursue other things that weren't, if it's not being an accountant or a nurse or a doctor or a lawyer, like we're not really rocking with it. Like most of us who like, if I would have told my dad like, nah, I don't want to go to college, I'm gonna start making YouTube videos and I'm gonna blow up off that. Yeah, he probably would have slapped the hell out of me. Like, what? Are you dumb? Like, what? That makes no sense.
Yeah, I feel like, that.
And
that's so true.
It's just like, and then they're strict.
Yeah, that's what I want y'all to get into, like the strictness, because I've heard that.
It's overly strict. And like when I was younger, my parents, like if I were to ever like say something under my breath or something like that, my mom would immediately think, oh, I learned this from my gangbanging ass friends. And like my parents thought all my friends were like hoodlums.
Well, my parents are the same thing though.
So, I don't know. It's just a bunch of stuff. But
I feel
you know what? And
that's kind of similar though. I feel like
okay, wait. To a certain extent, I think that stems from the image that Black people in America have in society and on our platforms. And when you know families come to this country, they take that into consideration as well. But then there's another part where that's almost similar to how we grow up as well, with certain factors that take into place because of the things that we go through when we're already in this country and the things that you guys experience when you come into this country. And then you see, like, you can say that you're Nigerian, but at the end of the day, a police officer is going to look at you.
Yeah, you just,
exactly. Right? So you're going to experience
I know that, clearly.
But that's what I'm saying. You're going to experience the same things that we experience, and what kind of not makes us, but kind of affects us in this, how do I say this? Like, affects our upbringing and kind of reflects into
media type. The police officer thing can't even be like an example, because like from at a certain age, you only start to deal with the police after a certain age as a Black man.
That's very true.
Like at around what? Not even, I wouldn't even say 14, 15, like
I would say 15. That's what I had in my head.
Something like that. So until
I think it depends if you grow. Like if you stay in the hood, you're gonna constantly be surrounded by the.
They're not gonna. The police aren't gonna harass a 10-year-old just walking on the street. A 10-year-old Black kid. Like
I would say 15.
But it's still the fact that you fear for that.
When I was that age, I never.
Yeah, I probably don't now, but since like that movement.
No, even when I was 10, I never thought about the police.
Yeah, it's all relative, you know. I don't know if you can really like give a definitive.
It's all perspective, I guess.
Like,
some kids might have, I guess.
It's like Nigerian parents constantly compare their kids to other people's kids.
Oh, man.
Oh, why do you have a 3.6 when this person has a 4.0? You guys are the same age. You guys are this. Like,
that's toxic.
I mean, I feel like that's same though.
The police thing was just an example, but that's the same. Like, we go through the same thing.
But like, here's the thing. Where I'm coming from, I'm not even like trying to say it to downplay, like, you know, another Black person's, you know,
experience.
Struggles.
Yes.
I'm strictly speaking from like how it is going to Nigeria. That is not to downplay, you know, any other.
No, for sure.
No, we're just trying to.
Yeah, we're just trying to.
And with that comes comparisons and differences, but that's a difficult subject when you really want to dive into it. Yeah.
It's like they expect
so many factors.
They expect you to be damn near perfect.
Yeah.
Like,
but do you consider that a bad thing?
Hey, no. Wait. Okay, boy, look.
So you go first. Go ahead.
Definitely.
Like on one hand, the scale, because I was just telling the homie, literally, like, okay, your parents want you to get a degree, because like back in their day, that's like that was a big, you know, part of like the only way to come up in America. I understand that. No, I understand that, because like that's how it was in your time. But like I referenced this Mike Tyson interview he had last week, because what he said was so true. It's like being real. People like our parents, like they're in a place where they can never reach where we're going. We're going somewhere in the future. It's somewhere they've never experienced, you know? Social media, technology, like this right here, they don't understand.
And you know what? To me, our parents don't understand that what they instilled in us is gonna still gonna be a part of us.
Their values.
But what we do in life is gonna be different
it might
because
be
of the opportunities.
A slightly different pivot, but at the core of it, I always, you know, say hands down, like, without the Nigerian, you know, this mentality to go hard, you know, take nothing else, I don't think I would have gone here. You know?
Exactly.
So it's like, recognize your son, your daughter still has, you know, those gifts, maybe in a different, like, pivot, but it's still there.
And support them.
So,
yeah.
You know, it's just, that's the degree talk, like, they just want to be successful at the end of the day, which I respect, but I think what a lot of Nigerian parents don't, like, you know, emphasize is like, okay, but is my child happy?
Yes.
Because are you gonna be happy being a nurse
Yeah.
or a mathematician or an engineer? Let's be real, it's not for everybody.
Because to them, sometimes happiness might equate with success. Like, especially in America, that's how America sells.
That's
the
like
dream.
the American dream,
yes.
yeah.
And then if you're coming into this country, you're gonna do anything you can to pursue that.
Yeah.
So it's definitely taking all of that into consideration.
So I always say, you know, like being real, it annoys me, but I will never not understand where they're coming from because it was just a different time. They're from a different time. I'm in a different time. It's like it's just how it is.
That's fair.
It's how it is. You know, try not to like say, oh, forget my parents. You know, like I understand where they're coming from. So it is what
a different mindset.
It's in perspective, yeah.
It is what it is. Cause yeah, no, like this YouTube thing, like you know, it's funny. Sometimes me and the homie, like we're just in Chick-fil-A, just you know, in the mall, and some kid will walk up like, oh my god, are you TheMambaAtlas? And that's insane to me.
How do you feel about that?
Yeah, what's your reaction? Like when the first time that happened, how did you feel? Like, wow, it had to be.
It's funny because like even to this day, I'm not used to that. Like it's crazy to me. I know there's like some celebrities that like you know get like, oh my god, I hate my fans or like they're annoying, but like I just like yo, I'm geeked out over that. It's like, you know, appreciate you know taking the time to, because it might sound weird, but like I don't know, it's just like I'm so thankful, you know. But to real quick go back to the Nigerian thing, it's kind of like there's kids like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
But on the other side, my dad sometimes would be like, "Where's that degree?" So it's like, yeah. But you know, to go back to that topic, like, yeah, no, it's I love it. It's a blessing. It's a blessing. So
wow. So what's next? Like, I know Jake wanted to speak on this. Like, you have your YouTube channel. What other stuff? You know, go ahead, Jake.
Yeah, what other stuff do you have, you know, outside of YouTube that you enjoy doing?
Like right now, or do I?
Yeah.
Music.
Yeah.
Besides that, are you coming up with a fashion line?
Well, first, let's just do this. What you have videos related to Travis Scott and TK on your channel. Like, what artists do you listen to? Let's start there.
J.O.
You said what?
Hey. Shout out J.O. Cortez.
Travis.
Oh, J.O. Okay.
Next, you know he's an up and coming rapper.
Yeah, nah, we for sure listen to him.
Y'all know J.O.
Yeah, J.O. Sean. Shout out Sean Nev.
Hey, I was gonna ask you about that the day you came because I know you went to his show the night before or like that week or something.
Literally, that's what it was not before I pulled up to that. So hey, J.O. he's hard. You know.
Nah, J.O. is hard.
He coming up. He got heat. Like
J.O. pull up on us.
Hey, pull up next. So you got J.O. Cortez. You already know YDN. Like. Hard.
Yeah.
Shout out Bulu, shout out Mooski.
Hey, shout out M. Shaw.
Especially Bulu, because you know I know him personally, but it's like Trip. You know, it's like I wouldn't have, you know, gone so many things without him. Like I always appreciate that Nigerian, you know, brother shit. So I appreciate Bulu. Shout out YDN, you know, the whole gang. Gotta get them up here too.
For sure.
You know? So yeah, it's like locally the JO, there's YDN. There's more too. That's just me personally. In terms of music itself, like as an overall, I listen to like almost everything. So
that's cool.
Almost everything. You know, lately I've been on Frank Ocean, Baby Keem. You know, just some cool stuff.
You think Frank Ocean gonna drop this year?
That was my question.
You was on it. You was on it.
He's so random. It's like I don't.
He been in the public a little more though.
Yeah,
I feel like he might. Shout out to Larry June. Shout out Larry June.
Discuss his love for fashion because I just watched a video like I think yesterday on Virgil Abloh. And like he definitely it's something that you can obtain because I looked at his career and he started doing what he was doing at the age of 29.
Mm-hmm. Who is this?
Virgil. He just do that.
Off-White. Yeah, Off-White.
Started at 29.
He do Louis Vuitton
he was
now.
Shadowing Kanye when he came
and
up.
exactly. That's when he met Kanye when he was 29 years old. So
and look at him now.
On top.
None of us are near 29. So
that's I was just talking about that. You know.
Yeah.
No, but like, but like, isn't that crazy? Like, really think about it. It's like all y'all, like everyone, we're all like striving towards something, right? You know, like we're all feeling like time's running out, right?
Yes.
But it's like if we look around, like we're still young as fuck.
Yes.
We're young as fuck.
In the grand scheme,
we have to appreciate the process too. We have to,
But you feel rushed.
But it's good that
it's like the American dream, like that whole. It's like an illusion. Like we feel like you're always competing. You're always trying to do better.
It's all a part of the system.
No, but it's relative. Like, who said you're supposed to blow up at the age of 20? Like, it's all after homie P2. Like, he did when he was like 19. It's all relative. You know, you're not supposed to compare yourself.
It is.
Circumstances.
And I think it's
look at 2 Chainz.
Yeah, it really comes back to perfect timing. Like, your process is different. You can't compare yourself to others.
Some people do it. it's crazy.
That's what it is.
Especially with
crazy.
social media.
Yeah.
That's what it's
Social
toxic.
media
It's
has its
toxic.
pros and cons.
Yes.
Like, what have you experienced besides like? I'm sure you have a platform. You have 400,000 plus subscribers. What are some of the cons that you have kind of experienced?
Social media.
Yeah, with this platform in general.
Well, what do you think of like people who dislike your videos, like for some odd reason, like
What they
Do you
Yeah,
re-
the
yeah.
negativity.
Like it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I would say like, hey, thanks for the view. Like, I mean, I don't take it to heart. Well, it's like just people that going to like compare. Like I said, I came up with this dude named P2, and like they would like compare, be like, oh, you're a clock chaser. Oh, this and that. Those talk, trash. And of course, you don't pay mind to it, but it's like, especially when you an influencer, it comes to a point where it's like, damn, just these niggas talking shit.
All
straight
day,
up,
huh?
Straight up. It's like you gonna mess around one day, be like, yo, did I actually fall off? But you're not gonna like believe it, but it's like, cause we're humans at the end of the day. You know what's crazy? Like, think about it too. We're young, and you got people out here that like these YouTubers, these Instagram influencers, all of that. They got these platforms, but like, what's like not talked about a lot or enough? It's like how they feeling, like the mental.
Exactly.
This is a lot.
Exactly.
Like, I love it, but it's like this is a lot. Straight up.
So, what are some of the cons
So-
that you've experienced with this platform?
I mean, it's just like sometimes the feeling of like not doing enough. That's just how it is. Always trying to constantly do better. It sounds nice, but it can get pretty toxic. If you let it just ride. Some relationships, got this genuine. Like you always hear that thing about how people are gonna come when like things look nice and
On the bandwagon.
yeah,
For
it
sure.
sounds like it's just some bar and rap, but it's like true and it's not. It's weird because like I was just telling the homie, it's like these days I'd be wondering like, wow, who really messing with me? If
He wasn't up.
what I always say, it's like I feel like for a lot of us, especially as humans, it's like at the core of it, we all got something going. We all got some special
We all
trait.
have a purpose.
But
Yes.
it's silly to me. It's like it takes like status, clout, the fancy cars and money for a lot of people to get swayed, to your direction. And I understand that because that's how society works, but at the same time I don't, because it's like at the core of it, you should mess with a person just because you know how they carry themselves, their energy, So it's like, yeah, like sometimes it's hard to tell who's genuine and all that. So that's really not it. It's not it.
How do you deal with the fake love?
Yeah.
Trying, look better, who around. That's
Yeah.
why I generally these days try and keep, good company like the homie around me. And
Shout out to Chris.
Yeah, shout out
the
Craig.
homie next up.
This is the first time we had someone else
We will.
right here, so that's cool.
Hey,
That's
he,
love.
He coming up, he genuine, we always just talk about real life stuff. I don't gotta worry about, him finessing or like trying to get something out of me, because literally sometimes I'll get a person like, oh, can you please do this for me? And like we barely talk.
And
They
even the
don't check
people,
up.
that your viewers, they put in a lot in the DM, in your DM, not in your DMs, but in your comment area. Can you help me get to 1K? And
Oh,
like,
man.
how do you feel about? Do you even respond to these people?
I don't
or?
no more. I used to feel bad and like give them motivation. Of course, I want you to like feel motivated, but it's like, all right, look, from the ground up, this person you're talking to, trying to get help from, which is me. From the ground up, I didn't get no handouts. You're not gonna get no hands from what you're trying to do. From the core of it, we want to propel that with you or your team.
And grind it out.
There's no handouts, so like, it's like if you're asking for that, it's like, do you really want it? The people I put on like Gerald Cortez, the homie Marlon Walker, they don't ask for shit.
Yeah.
I do it just because they got genuine energy,
Yes.
They don't come up to you like, yo, can you repost this? Yo, can you shout this out? This the genuine fucking people. It's that simple,
Yes.
So
People gravitate towards that anyway, stuff.
Exactly.
Just authenticity. So.
Almost everybody we interview have kind of spoken on that, like
Yeah.
being genuine, being yourself, and just trusting the process.
Yeah.
So what has your process been like in these last 2 years? What have been some of your ups, some of your downs, some of your we almost made it.
That's a big question.
I know.
It's a good question.
My ups and downs. So where should I start?
Wherever you want,
Did you
no
ever,
pressure.
because like we're going through that now, but did you ever look at your videos like, damn, like I wish more people were watching it, or like,
Of course, I felt very underrated for a while.
like, how am I gonna get more eyes on my?
Yo,
How did you get more eyes?
no, I'm gonna get to it. So it's like, I felt this time when like I was just so underrated. Like I remember I was like at 6,000, and I just wasn't pulling views. My views were kind of low, and I felt underrated. I feel like I had something to offer, but it's like in that moment I had the benefit of like I said the homie P2 like just kind of pushed me. Like, no, you got it. Just keep going. So the homie just kept pushing me to keep going. So that helped a lot. And I just straight up like there was a Nipsey Hussle interview I seen. It's like you're gonna go through every single emotion on this grind,
Man.
every
The
single emotion.
only-
That's why he's in the song on his album Victory Lap.
Yeah.
If you haven't gone
Yes.
through all that, I
Perfect
can't even
10,
speak to you
yep.
as my
Yeah.
equal. Because you're gonna go through every emotion, happiness, pain, depression, joy.
Mhm.
It's like you can't escape from it. I feel like a lot of people that look up to what I'm doing, what y'all established, they think this boom just popped out. But
Don't work
took
that
a
way.
lot. Took a lot of pain, took a lot of passion,
And
to
that
get
stuff
here.
you don't show to people. That's
You don't
something
y'all
you
show
keep
it,
personal. Yeah.
You know, social media it is like you show the highlights, and I guess that's what it's meant for. But it's so much more to it. People want the ice
Exactly.
cream, but they don't want to chase the ice cream truck. Isn't that crazy?
Hey, I'll chase
I
it.
think,
Sheesh.
I think another form of that is even when like our graduation season is coming up soon, and like a lot of people's family are gonna come see them graduate and stuff like that, but
They don't
they
understand.
don't
They
understand,
don't
like
understand.
Those nights.
the nights crying, like
That,
fuck,
you know,
I
The
don't understand
depression,
what's
The
going
stress,
on.
the
no
stress.
funds.
Hey, something we got relate to, like as a black person, it's not talked about enough. Like I feel like a lot of black pain, especially for the youth. Like we have parents and like they expect things out of us, which I'm saying, it's a good thing, but it's like some unfortunate situations you can't open up about what you're feeling because you don't want to like make
Yeah.
them, feel like you're not either doing enough or like you don't want them to worry. It's just like you.
Yeah.
A lot of black people feel like we bottle stuff in. That's not
No,
healthy.
yeah.
It's not healthy.
Psychology and mental health is definitely overlooked
So,
in our community. Yeah.
really, it's like we all can relate to that. So,
Facts.
yeah, it's just.
That's why I majored in psychology.
That's why I
Hey,
majored in
I might-
psychology too. Yeah.
I was wondering interested in that.
And
but
we both work with youth on
Yeah.
the daily, so we definitely understand.
that's fire. That's really fire. But yeah, it's just there was no like constant like just boom, like this happiness. Like it was a lot of ups and downs. I wish I could tell them about like if you want to talk about L's I took.
So what are
Not
some
well.
L's that you had to take in order for you to grow in your pub? You get at least
Oh,
one
man.
major one that you were like,
I mean,
I needed this.
well, the constant L I would take was just putting out this idea and then they just want to mess with it. It would perform badly. I ain't gonna lie, I took that to heart. I take that to heart, but it's like come to the point where I've taken it so many times, just whatever to me, and I feel like nowadays it's just so much smoother because of that. I don't take flops, to heart. I take it as a learning lesson to, maybe think about the idea better or execute better. So those videos flopping, big thing. I don't want to call it an L, but like believing in people to like believe in me and they just wouldn't show up for me like I would want them to, but it's just part of life. Unfortunately, you just gotta keep moving.
You gotta keep it going.
So yeah, I mean, I don't know what else to really say about that.
Definitely.
All right, man. Well, I didn't even realize it, but we've been at this for like almost 30, 40 minutes. So I honestly want to thank you for even coming
That's dope.
and fucking with us and being here today. And we can see how genuine you are and just continue. I wish you, all of us wish you nothing but the best.
Yes.
Let's see you get to 1 million subscribers. Let's see you get to 2 million,
2020 vision.
3 million.
Yeah, your 2020
Yeah, 2020
vision
goals. What's
before we close
2020?
off.
2020 is the time to culminate a lot of things, to manifest a lot of blessings that you've wanted for so long.
Yeah.
As long as you stay towards your path, it's going to happen.
So what's yours?
What's mine?
What's your 2020 vision?
My 2020 vision is, honestly, it's to reach almost everybody. Like, really, it's not even the number, of 1 million. Obviously, I want 1 million, but it's more just to really almost like put my hands out and really.
You want to inspire.
That's
That's bigger
dope.
than anything in life.
Man.
Yeah.
The money that comes with it is nice. Obviously, the material things, but there's so much more to it than just that. Like, people that would DM me saying, "Oh, I touched him or helped him," that means so much more to me. I want to do more of that. I want to inspire so many more people.
We love that.
I want everyone else to eat too.
We love
Especially. I don't know why, but I just want everybody to eat.
That's good energy.
Everybody to eat. So that's what my 2020 vision is.
Sure.
That's what it is.
So once again, I want to thank you
Appreciate
and Chris for coming.
Yes.
My name is Michael DeLu. This is my beautiful co-host Raj, my wavy co-host Jig. I'm gonna say it one more time. If you guys can like, comment, subscribe to this video, subscribe to Don's channel. Chris got some shit in the future.
Easy.
Chris got next up.
You know.
Chris, go ahead. Whatever people want you to.
Let 'em know.
Sure, hey, man, give the
Go
microphone.
ahead and shout
man.
yourself out.
Yeah, man,
You
man.
gotta come a little closer.
Okay. JUSTIIS_. And yeah, you know, just shout out to Jo, of course. Shout out to Mylan for sure.
Mylan Walker.
Yeah, Mylan's up next too. Yeah, that's it, man.
You guys have anything else you want to add? Go ahead.
So a couple of people I just want to shout out. Shout out to my little brother, Michael.
Music.
Oh, my little brother Michael. Shout out to Michael. That's like my prodigy, you know. I didn't put so much into him. That's because I see something in him. You know, I want you to be great. You are great, you know. So shout out to you. You're on your way to greatness. You're already peeking ahead at your age than when I was at your age. So shout out to you. Shout out to my mom, you know, dad. Hey, we were talking, you know, by Nigerians, but I love y'all, you know, regardless. I wouldn't have been here without y'all. Nigerians work so hard and I love y'all for it. So shout out to y'all, shout out to my family, shout out to my culture, shout out to my brothers, like all my Nigerian brothers. You know, we all destined to succeed. You know, isn't that crazy? All Nigerians I know, they successful.
That's crazy.
Best black people, you know, general too. So yeah, shout out to all of that. You know, J.L. Cortez, you already know him, on Walker again. Yeah, that's kind of it.
Right.
That's kinda it.
Boom!